I worked with 4 different authors to order proof copies of their books from every major self-publishing platform with print on demand. In the second part in this 4-part series, we'll be ordering a standard color and premium color paperback from KDP, IngramSpark, Lulu, Barnes & Noble Press, and Blurb. We'll compare the quality, cost, fulfillment time, among other things for each book while showcasing each print proof so you can make your own judgment on what is the best avenue to publish your print books. And this time around, we'll be comparing the cheaper standard color option to the pricier premium color option. Why are these 2 options available? Well, frankly, we only had one option for the longest time through every major print-on-demand book publishing company, and that was premium color. Sadly, premium color comes at a substantially higher base price because it's on heavier paper and uses more expensive toner-based printers, whereas standard color is generally printed on lighter paper with the same inkjet printers used for black and white print books. KDP's help page summarizes it best. Standard color is ideal for books with a high page count and interiors with fewer images where a balance between cost and quality is needed. Paperbacks printed in standard color have a matte finish and are different in sharpness and richness of color as those printed in premium color. Premium color is ideal for image-heavy color interiors like children's books, cookbooks, or photography books, where image sharpness and clarity is pivotal. Indie author, musician, and YouTuber Susan Montgomery published her ukulele instruction manual, Ukulele Expressions Lullaby, in late March 2023. The book is 8.5 by 11 with full color print on white colored paper, a matte cover, and 60 pages. Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing. KDP distributes standard color paperbacks to 10 regions, premium color paperbacks to 12 regions, and both options have access to expanded distribution by way of the Ingram Book Group. For Amazon sales, you get 60% of each sale minus print fees, and for expanded distribution, you get 40% minus print fees. You should note that if you're using expanded distribution to get your book sent through Ingram Book Group's massive distribution service, you're only getting a fraction of the 40,000 online retailers and libraries they reach. This is because KDP only has US and UK enabled for expanded distribution. Some authors forgo KDP's expanded distribution and go right to the source through places like IngramSpark or any other distributor that uses Ingram for distribution. That way they get all of Ingram's massive reach. Standard color is printed on 55-pound paper, again the same as black and white print books, and comes in 15 trim sizes with a minimum 72 page count and a maximum 600 page count. Premium color is printed on 60-pound paper and comes in 16 trim sizes with a minimum 24 page count and a maximum 828 page count, though maximum page count varies based on the trim size you select. Research those options before considering a plunge into KDP and any of these other platforms. Each type has matte or glossy covers. Expanded distribution is available for 13 of the 15 trim sizes in standard color and for 7 of the 16 trim sizes in premium color. At this time, full color options are not available for the recently launched hardcover option in KDP. For Susan, her standard color proof cost was $3.44, with shipping and taxes coming out to about $4.12 for a total cost of $7.56. And the premium color proof cost $5.89, with shipping and taxes coming out to $4.30 for a total cost of $10.19. The 2 proofs cost $17.75 total. She ordered both proofs on March 14th, the proofs shipped on March 16th, and the proofs arrived on March 18th for a total fulfillment and delivery time of 4 days. Oddly enough, they came in 1 package, not 2, even though we paid twice on shipping. To put icing on the cake, Amazon mailed them in a padded envelope. Now, I have a long-standing belief that paperback books should be shipped in corrugated cardboard, yet Amazon continually sends out proofs this way. In fact, every self-publishing company but KDP consistently ship their print books in corrugated cardboard. No other platform comes close to the fast turnaround Amazon provides. While the fulfillment and delivery times are unparalleled, KDP still needs improvements in other areas. For instance, can KDP just get rid of the watermarks? I'm not sure why or who KDP is helping by doing this. Put a watermark on the last page of the book, or do like the other companies, just get rid of the watermark altogether. You will notice when I place the KDP standard color and premium color options side by side, they're roughly the same size and the covers are identical. Since Susan's book has 60 pages, she could only use the premium option for that. After adding a few extra parts to her standard color variation, she printed it out at 72 pages. That's one of my gripes with standard color. You simply can't use the option unless you have at least 72 pages worth of content. You will notice the difference in the color and the paper quality. Overall, I give Amazon KDP a 4 out of 5 for full color print options. Just a quick aside, KDP recently changed print costs. Some costs decreased while other costs increased based on the region, trim size, and page count. I'll leave a link in the description where I broke down the KDP print pricing changes in a recent video. IngramSpark. IngramSpark has the widest reach of all self-publishing platforms, having a direct pipeline into Ingram Book Group, where they reach tens of thousands of retailers, libraries, and schools while hitting over a dozen different regions. You set your royalty rate through a wholesale discount that allows retailers to buy your book and turn a profit for themselves. You can set your royalty between 45 to 70% minus print fees. Now, more recently, IngramSpark eliminated their long-standing $49 upload fee in exchange for a 1% market access fee. Also, if you plan to make any corrections or updates, do it in the first 60 days because after that, it'll cost you $25 per update. I don't sweat that fee since I'm a member of the Alliance of Independent Authors, where you get 5 codes per month that waive that fee. Get more details when you visit my affiliate link at dalelinks.com/ally. Standard color is printed on 50-pound paper or 70-pound paper, comes with an astounding selection of 30 trim sizes, the most of any platform I've seen yet, and can have from 18 to 1,200 pages, the largest option of any platform. Premium color is printed on 70-pound paper, comes in 22 trim sizes, and the page count must be between 18 to 900 pages, with some limitations on trim sizes. While KDP uses thicker paper for standard color, IngramSpark gives account holders the option to use 50-pound or 70-pound, and the premium color paper option is 10 pounds heavier than KDP's premium color option. Keep in mind, the page count maximum changes based on the paper type you use, meaning that heavier pages don't have the same maximum page count. Do your research ahead to make sure if it's right for you as per usual. Susan's standard color proof cost was $4.83 and the premium color proof cost was $6.91, with shipping and taxes and all that coming to $22.76 since she added tracking to the package. Shipping is much cheaper without tracking because the total cost ended up being $34.50. Sadly, that was my fault that I didn't ask Susan to keep the price as cheap as possible, so it's hard to compare the shipping and tax costs with the other platforms. So bear in mind going forward, IngramSpark shipping is cheaper without the tracking. While KDP is the cheaper proof option, it's only by about $1. And even if we bought the basic shipping with IngramSpark, KDP would still be the cheaper option. Susan ordered the proofs on March 14th. They shipped on March 23rd and arrived by March 25th for a total fulfillment and delivery time of 9 days. Even though it's twice as long to wait for the proof, unlike KDP, we were only billed once for shipping and the boxes came in one cardboard box. When comparing proofs, the standard color for both KDP and IngramSpark are nearly identical, but the premium color option for KDP is a little better. The paper has a light glossy-like feel to it. IngramSpark nails it on so many levels, even though they're a bit more expensive than KDP. It doesn't take away from their overall color options for authors. I give them a strong 4 out of 5. Lulu. Lulu distributes both standard and premium color paperbacks through Lulu Bookstore, Lulu Direct, and Ingram, the same distribution as IngramSpark, reaching over 40,000 global retailers that include Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and much more. Net profits from other retailers are split 80-20 in favor of you with Lulu. Two options that give you the biggest bang for your buck include the Lulu bookstore, where you can get an 80% royalty, and Lulu Direct, where you get 100% of the royalties minus printing and shipping fees. You can use Lulu Direct with WooCommerce, Shopify, or through Lulu API on your website. Lulu is extremely flexible with their options, but do a little research ahead because some options aren't available for global distribution, leaving you with only the native options like Lulu Bookstore and Lulu Direct. They have standard and premium color printed on your choice of 60-pound white paper or 80-pound coated paper. This thicker option is for image-heavy books, and I quite simply like it. For standard and premium color, the minimum and maximum page count is 200 to 800 pages. Now, I'm not sure how that works out since a lot of the platforms fluctuate the page count based on the print type and trim size. On March 14th, Susan ordered the standard color paperback for $5.07 and the premium color for $13.76. With shipping and tax and all the other stuff, the total cost was $27.70. This makes this order $10 more expensive than KDP and a bit cheaper than IngramSpark. Though again, if we didn't pay for tracking, IngramSpark would have been cheaper. This makes Lulu the most expensive option of the three mentioned so far. The cost for standard color is slightly more expensive than KDP and IngramSpark, whereas the premium color cost is over twice as much as KDP and IngramSpark. Is this bump in base cost worth the 80-pound coated white paper and premium inks? It's been my experience that Lulu prints some stellar quality books, but you're going to have to be the judge if it's justifiable for your needs. The proof shipped on March 19th and arrived on March 24th for a total fulfillment and delivery time of 10 days. Now this is on par with IngramSpark. Lulu's print quality is stellar. The matte cover is satin-like. The standard color on 60-pound paper is marginally better than the KDP version on 55-pound paper. And the premium color on 80-pound coated paper is simply incredible. When you compare standard color with premium color, you'll see a huge difference in quality that we haven't seen in KDP or in IngramSpark. If you're considering options for publishing your full color book, at least run a proof with Lulu to see how it compares to the other companies. But with some good comes some bad. Lulu usually has slower fulfillment and delivery times. The cost is just too high for some self-publishers' needs, and except for Lulu Direct, Lulu pays account holders every 3 months if they've met the $20 minimum threshold. I think the strongest option Lulu offers are their bookstore and their Lulu Direct options, since authors get the highest possible royalty of any platform. I give Lulu 4 out of 5 for full color paperback options. Barnes & Noble Press. With the shortest reach yet, Barnes & Noble print books are distributed to the US from barnesandnoble.com. To be clear, publishing through Barnes & Noble Press does not assure that you'll get physical shelf space at the local Barnes & Noble. If you want that, you have to get in touch with them directly. Visit dalelinks.com/bnbookstore for details. Standard color comes in 50-pound or 70-pound paper with 20 trim sizes. Premium color comes in 70-pound paper and 14 trim sizes. This is on par with IngramSpark, but it makes sense. Lightning Source fulfills print orders for Barnes & Noble and is the sister company to IngramSpark. The minimum to maximum page count is 18 to 800 pages. That is one of the differences between IngramSpark and Barnes & Noble Press. The minimum and maximum page count is much more flexible with IngramSpark, of course. The standard color proof cost was $3.92, nearly the same price as KDP and cheaper than IngramSpark or Lulu. The premium color proof cost was $7.50, which is slightly more expensive than KDP and IngramSpark, but nearly half as much as Lulu. With shipping and taxes, the total order came out to $19.80. This was only slightly more expensive than KDP, cheaper than IngramSpark and Lulu. Susan ordered the proofs on March 14th, they shipped on March 23rd, and arrived on March 24th for a total fulfillment and delivery time of 10 days, which is almost as long as IngramSpark, but not quite as fast as KDP or Lulu. The package did arrive a day earlier than expected. This puts the delivery time on par with Lulu, a day slower than IngramSpark, and almost twice as long as KDP. If you did a blind test with me though, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference between Barnes & Noble print books and IngramSpark. They are pretty much identical. But if you compare the premium options of Barnes & Noble and IngramSpark to Lulu's premium option, you gotta admit, they just don't look as nice as Lulu. Place the proofs next to KDP, and you'll see a slight difference. Overall, I give Barnes & Noble Press a 3 out of 5. Due to the limited reach, higher cost, and slower fulfillment and delivery time, I believe Barnes & Noble Press isn't quite on par with their competitors. Blurb. Blurb distributes economy, essentially standard color, and standard, essentially premium color paperbacks. They reach the Blurb Bookstore, Blurb API, and Ingram Book Group, the distribution used by IngramSpark, Lulu, and to a certain extent KDP. You'll get the highest possible royalty through the Blurb Bookstore and through the website sales of Blurb API. You essentially get all the profits minus print and shipping fees. Like IngramSpark, you select the wholesale discount through Ingram, so your royalty is either 45% or 64% minus print fees for both of those. Although you get to set the royalty, how you set it determines your reach through Ingram, since a lot of retailers want a deep wholesale discount so it's worth their while to sell it. Apparently, Blurb only supplies 70-pound white uncoated paper for both color variations. They seem to not want to take chances by having color-heavy books using their lighter 50-pound paper. I'm sure it mitigates any returns or complaints of paper warping due to image-heavy manuscripts. And one of Blurb's biggest limitations is the lack of trim sizes at only 5x8, 6x9, and 8x10, and only glossy covers, no matte covers. Susan had to put in a little more work to reformat her manuscript to the closest size of 8x10, and she also had to make sure the barcode space was in the middle of the back cover for Blurb, not in the bottom right like the other platforms. Susan ordered 2 proofs on March 14th. Standard color cost was $8.65, which is more expensive than any of the previous options. With shipping and taxes, the total cost for standard color was $10.79. Thankfully, Susan had a 30% off coupon, making the cost considerably lower. That's why it was $10.79 rather than much more. Premium color cost $15.45, which is the most expensive option of all, even higher than Lulu and nearly twice as much as KDP, IngramSpark, and Barnes & Noble Press. The total cost with shipping and taxes was $20.90. Yes, we spent more on IngramSpark, but only because we added tracking. If I had communicated with Susan about it, I would have opted out of tracking and hoped for the best. IngramSpark's cost aside, Blurb is the reigning king of high-cost color paperbacks. The book shipped on March 16th, with the standard color arriving March 22nd and the premium color arriving on March 24th. Rather than ship both books in one shipment and save us on cost, Blurb charges twice the amount, which is a pain if you're wanting different proof types. At the higher premium, you'd think they'd have a money-saving option that isn't just a 30% coupon code. The total fulfillment and delivery time was 8 and 10 days, putting them on par with IngramSpark, Lulu, and Barnes & Noble Press. Placing a rating on Blurb is rough for me. On the one hand, they have a decent print quality and a clean site. But on the other hand, you must piecemeal information from their site, pay higher print costs at any other platform, and deal with the limited trim sizes and the lack of glossy cover options for paperback books. Sorry. 2 out of 5. Even if you compare Blurb to KDP, or to IngramSpark, or to Lulu, or to even Barnes & Noble Press, you won't see anything about the quality that makes it truly stand apart from the others. Sure, we could make the argument that the glossy cover looks better than the matte cover, but that's the author's choice, not Blurb or ours. When they gave her no other options but a glossy cover and a different trim size, it left them in control of Susan's book and not Susan. If Blurb can offer cheaper prices and more print options for paperbacks, I'll kick that rating up. I've heard nothing but good things about their customer support, so if you get hung up at all, drop them a line. Enough about what I have to say. Let's hear what Susan had to say about her experience with each distributor.
KDP was the easiest for me because that's who I've published with before. I love how fast that they send proof copies out, especially if you do the expedited shipping for a few dollars more. I mean, you get it in like 2 or 3 days. But KDP was really easy. I don't like that they put the not for resale across the top of the book. It's so annoying because then you can't do anything with it after that. You can't give it to anybody. They require for the premium color version, they require 72 pages and I was at like 62. I kind of had an idea already brewing in my mind of what else I could add to my book. So I added it in there to make 73 pages now. I ended up liking it so much that I kept it in there. It really makes the book even stronger now, I think. So it was a good addition. IngramSpark, it was a little difficult with them because I was always afraid I would be charged for something along the way. They asked for a credit card almost immediately after I created my account. So every step of the way I'm like, oh, is this going to cost money yet? But otherwise, it took a few days for them to approve the books, and then it went through and it was fine. Ordering them was pretty easy. Shipping, not too bad. Lulu, I really like their layout of their website too. It was really easy to work with, easy to upload. If I were to switch ever from KDP, I'd probably go to Lulu because they have so many different options, even though I'd have to price books kind of high, but they just have so many options for, spiral notebooks or, I just like what they have to offer, so I could see myself going with them in the future. Barnes & Noble was super easy. It took a few days for them to approve the book too, but it was super easy, and they won the award for easiest to order the proof copy and get the shipping going. It was just a snap. I mean, it was like 2 seconds and I had it ordered and it was all set. It was not complicated at all. Blurb was really nice. I like their layout and everything on their website, but it was a little tricky to select the trade paperback. It always kind of kicked me back to making a photo book, which is way more expensive. So I had to kind of go back through the steps a couple times and redo it, but eventually that went through. And from what I hear, they look great, so that's good. I think it's really a good idea to test out like at least 2. Like pick your top 2 that you're interested in and just try proof copies with both. If you want to try more and have the money to, that's great too. I think it's really valuable to test out more than one and just get the experience working with the company, just seeing how fast shipping is, how the proofs look. But that is nice with self-publishing, that's really the only cost to get going is the proof copies if you do it, through KDP and you don't have any upload fees or anything like that. So that is nice.
We're only halfway through this video series, so if you missed the first part, head over here, and once I post the next 2 parts, I'll place the one about hardcovers here, and the hardcover with dust jackets here. See you in any one of them.